on the live crypto show. Very first episode here I'm doing this. So I changed the title. And the reason I changed the title is trying to bring more people into the space and adjust this music a little bit, a little loud. It's supposed to be in the background, not overwhelming, but yeah. So the reason I'm doing this channel here, guys, from the original Bitcoin Cash channel is I'm gonna see if the search, see if I can get at least over 100 views. I mean, it's day one, so we'll see. But seeing if I could be able to get more views and see if I can just take the same idea and see if we can get more views and bring more self-awareness to crypto. So that's basically the purpose of this video, and we'll see how it goes. It's just a title, so hopefully it won't have any effect on any of the people that are currently in the chat, and I think that they would probably agree that this is a pretty good move too, because kind of right now the markets are kind of crap right now. This FTX things is unfolding pretty fast, and I'm learning a lot more stuff really fast, and it's all coming together here. So the whole idea of this channel is just to open up this chat. Might get less views, might get more views, so we'll just see how it goes, and then basically the same thing, just an open discussion. Come here, basically just show up, and I'm just gonna put here in the chat here. See if anybody comes down to the chat. So yeah, I mean, this is just an experiment, really. I'm just trying to see if this is going to be maybe a more potentially better thing for this channel, and no real goal in mind. I want to keep that very upfront. There's no real plan here. This is literally me just getting on here within about a 10 or 15 minute appreciation for crypto, and just getting on here and opening up this chat. It's really for me as much as it is for anybody watching it. So hope this chat reaches the right people. The whole goal in this chat is to reach the right people, and kind of see if the old subscribers will follow me into this chat. And I do got the QR code in the top right corner, guys. That's a Bitcoin Cash QR code. It's going to be basically my personal favorite crypto. So yeah, just put that on the record here to see if just some general different people come to this chat. I hope the same people that were at the Bitcoin Cash chat return here, but if not, it's basically just an experiment to see if I get more views, based on this search algorithm that YouTube does, and just kind of messing around with it. So we'll see how it goes. Like I said, no clear goal in mind other than just pretty much the same thing I do on my other chats. It's just talk about random crypto and just kind of talk about it. I mean, it's pretty obvious that prices are down. This FTX thing is, like I said, coming together pretty quick here. Things are unfolding pretty much around the board on crypto, and we've lost a lot of people. I mean, I would say half our infantry for crypto is probably gone. I mean, a lot of people are using FTX to store crypto. A lot of people were invested in Terra Luna and all these scams. I mean, there's been like several just this year alone that's wiped off pretty much, I would say probably a half of all the people that are newer to crypto. And if that didn't wipe them out, probably the prices did on the later half. So back to prices, I mean, it's pretty much the same. There's not really any different pricing anywhere. I mean, I would say the only altcoin maybe to watch is Doge. Solana's tanked. I mean, this was all part of FTX. So this is all going down with the ship together. So only the strong coins I think will survive right now. Litecoin, Tron's printing money, but they're still around. Bitcoin Cash, some of these other ones, Chainlink and Shiba, they're probably still good too. I mean, they've already lost most of their value, and pretty much anybody who is connected to it. Because like I said, I mean, a lot of people are storing it on FTX. It's just as simple to download the app and go in and think you're in your crypto world with your crypto, and then 1 second later it vanishes basically, and your money's gone. So so that's brings me to another great point, that this channel is trying to provide some clarity around some of this stuff, because some people just lose their money just out of not knowing, which really sucks. I mean, you just have an app on your phone, your money's there 1 minute and then it's gone. I mean, a lot of people aren't going to be able to really take the time initially to even realize that that's what happened to their money. It's gone. It's not even their money. So I'll just see if this channel does okay. The last ones are pretty much was a joke, and so this one might be too. We'll just see how it goes. See if anybody new comes into the chat. If you're in the chat, I mean, say something. Let me know when you're in the chat. That way I can kind of just address it and say hey. So yeah, if you're in the chat, thanks for being here. I mean, not a lot going on other than this FTX thing. It's pretty much the only thing on the news, basically. It's really starting to unfold how connected it is to other stuff that is going on in crypto related to price. Solana, all these scams this year are just really taking a toll. I mean, there was Terra, there was a couple different exchanges that just went offline basically. We had some of this back when, pretty much always, but back in 2019 when Plus token scam was going on, we had a lot of these. I think there was a Canadian exchange that just vanished. The guy vanished. I don't know if they ever found him. But yeah, every year we have multiple exchanges of just walking off with massive amounts of coin, basically. So, I mean, all that stuff's unfolding pretty much. Not a lot of optimism in that story, honestly. I mean, I think it's going to unfold pretty bad. If they're filing bankruptcy, whatever happens, it's not going to be good. So, the future's brighter than ever for Bitcoin Cash, some of these other cryptos, Binance Coin, Doge is still way up. Ripple has still not gone back down to 2019 lows where it took its initial dump. Ethereum is still super high, BTC Core is still super high. And we saw some action on Bitcoin Cash today, actually. And early morning hours, it pretty much was the only coin up, about 4%. It was a little higher up, after that period as well, and then it went down probably 4 or 5% and then went back up. So, expect a lot of these coins to just kind of underperform now, but majorly perform later. Ethereum Classic, Cardano, Waves, I mean, these coins are not going anywhere. EOS, Filecoin, Uniswap, they're not going anywhere. Crypto.com, some of these house tokens, they might be fucked. I mean, that might be what takes crypto out, at least from people that aren't getting the picture here about these exchanges. Yeah, they're good for, exchanging and getting off, but not exchanging and leaving your money up there. Probably not a good idea if you haven't been able to figure that out yet. These exchanges just suck. I mean, they go offline, they close one company down, form another company, get bigger. They're good for some things. I'm not saying exchanges are bad, and we shouldn't have a debate on whether they're needed. They're definitely needed, but there just needs to be some more, I think, for crypto's sake, just a little bit more fundamental teachings to why they're there. It shouldn't be branded as like a Fidelity or something just holding your money. I mean, I get it. It's not really any safer. In a sense, it's probably, equally risky in the time that we're in, but at the same point, There just has to be a little clarity around these things. I mean, we've had massive losses for people that are new, and that's just really not good for crypto to lose those people, because yeah, they'll probably come back around, but at the same time, we didn't have to just take them offline that quick. I mean, a lot of these people had money on FTX. That was given. So people are keeping their money on exchanges. If that's going to happen, there's got to be a little bit more. I think something that's worth mentioning too is some of these wallet providers like Handcash, they have like a two-factor of authentication with two different companies. So they're not really a custodial, but yeah, they are, because two companies have the passwords and stuff like that. But there at least should be some minimum, or the seed phrases, but at the least minimum, that's how exchanges should operate. Like basically duplicate Handcash wallet's model in the way it's set up. That way the risk is taken out from them. They don't have to be, there doesn't have to be a liability for the exchange at that point, because if they hold the private keys and another person holds the identity and it's cross-referenced and only a certain amount of liquidity is put online, yeah, I mean, it's safe for the exchange, it's safe for the consumer if they want to leave their money on an exchange. And I think there needs to be a little bit more, and I mean, Binance is the best we got now, which is their example. Like, yeah, they haven't failed an audit yet, but with all the stuff happening, it wouldn't surprise me if Binance was even the next one to collapse. And I don't think that. I really don't. I think Binance is ahead of the curve, but I just think some of these other exchanges need to follow Binance's footsteps, and even provide even more clarity, like, offline cold storage or something. There just can't be this money printing of stable coins and house tokens and manipulating volumes on their exchange just based on the fact of who's the biggest pirate, basically, in the crypto world. So there just needs to be a little bit more clarity. That's my main point with anybody new getting into crypto. I mean, I know people that personally lost money on this coin, and just lost money because I know their money was on FTX. Like, they showed me there's a lot of people that I directly know, not a lot, but enough of the people that I know, which isn't a lot of people, enough that I knew when FTX collapsed that a lot of people are going to lose their money, because a lot of people did use FTX. So I'm really sorry if that happened to anybody. It's just a learning lesson, though. I mean, I think everybody gets burned in crypto one way or another. So, so it looks like we got 0 people in the chat, which is a great start. Maybe I'll have to go back to Bitcoin Cash just to trigger something to get other people to come back in. But no big deal. Basically, clarity around wallets, I think, our exchanges would be really good. And like I said, Handcash wallet is a great example of the way exchanges should operate. There shouldn't be this manipulation going on. So pretty much prices, like I said, the same. Not really a lot of up or down movement in any coin, really. Just these, this coin was up like 50% yesterday. Secret, you have these, like, I think these are soccer tokens or something that have been going up quite a bit recently, but not a lot. Waves went up a little bit, it's kind of came back down, but no big movements. I mean, like I said, Bitcoin Cash was pretty much the only coin that was up even just a little bit. I mean, it was up like 4%, but nothing was up. So yeah, not a lot of exciting price movements, but I want to see how maybe these coins do, these decentralized exchange coins do in the upcoming months, just because it'd be cool to see how these are going to play out. So yeah, not a big topic here tonight, guys. Just seeing how many people that will inevitably watch this live podcast based on based on people that have watched my Bitcoin Cash podcast. So yeah, this is just the exact same thing. If you're catching this on a rerun, I'm just rebranding it Crypto Live Show to bring more people into the Bitcoin Cash community, bring more people into, the altcoin community, that kind of stuff. And then that way, hopefully, we can expose people like, not really expose. Who knows what this Sam guy was doing, but it just sucks when these exchanges walk off with everybody's money because everybody loses. I think in the end, everybody in the community loses not faith in crypto, just like it didn't have to go this way. These people could still be here had this not happened. But it really sucks. It just really sucks. No, there's no good way to put it. For this much people to be gone is a real shame. So I guess this is crypto. I guess this is it. 1 minute you're on top, the next you're in the trenches. And this is just in respect to price, guys. But when these exchanges go offline, this takes a big group of people offline with them that are no longer interested in purchasing any of these coins for quite a while. And yeah, they'll miss out. It'll go back up. All the coins will go back up to, I would say more interesting levels than they're at now. Probably 5-6x on most of these coins. And this is a broad market, 5 to 6x, because that's 6x. Sorry, can't talk. So this is only like, $60, $70 Solana, stuff like that. 200, 250 Litecoin, not big jumps. 400 Bitcoin Cash, but from where they're at now, it's a considerable move. So I do think that could happen pretty quick. In terms of price, I think it could happen pretty quick, and I think there's a lot of optimism there. If most of these coins can go 4 or 5x, that's fantastic. What's to say they will? Absolutely nothing in particular. There could be nothing in particular to drive these prices because a lot of these coins have came down different amounts. They all have not dropped, 70-80%. Some of them have gone back up. Some of them are at three-month highs. So when you have a ton of different coins, who's to say some of these can't come back up? Like I said, Litecoin, 150, 200, 250, whatever. It's not unrealistic to think like Bitcoin Cash, 400, 300, 200. I think we're pretty much at the bottom of this, and it's because I don't want it to fall more. But it may fall more. It could pretty much go at any point. It could get cut in half, but I don't think so. I think these prices are staying where they're at, and I'm pretty much optimistic there. Like I said, Ripple, Doge, Binance Coin way up, BTC, Ethereum, Solana way down. But again, this is because of FTX. They're intertwined with the trading company that FTX uses. So look into some of this stuff, guys. It's all over the internet right now. But yeah, it's pretty crazy how much these coins and these exchange house tokens and these exchange stable coins, how all these are all linked together in this basically crisis that crypto's in right now. I think it's easy to pull out of it though. I think we got major support from like Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum Classic. We got a lot of money parked in some of this stuff. I don't think it's going much lower. Monero. So yeah, it is whatever. If the prices go down, we'll have to deal with it. If Stellar Lumens goes back to 2 pennies, we'll have to deal with it. But if Dash goes down to $25 or $20, yeah, we'll have to deal with it. But you know, we deal with it and we're doing the best we can. I mean, Zcash is at $40. I've seen it at 25. So I mean, we could go lower on a lot of these coins. I mean, we could, like I said, we could lose 50% on a lot of these big coins too, like Zcash. Some of the ones you wouldn't think would drop could drop another 50%. Tezos could go back down to like 20 cents, stuff like that. Neo could go down even lower, $2, $3, $4. But I don't think so. I think, you know, I see these prices are worth very undervalued right now, and I think the more people don't have money to buy them, that's when they start moving up. So Maker's still way up. I mean, look at this, Maker. This thing's way up from where. Yeah, I mean, it's down here, but I'm saying like the threshold of where it's at. Actually, no, it's not. It's down. But still mostly up. I mean, you know, most of the people that bought this were buying this all throughout here. So they're still up. I mean, it's still at 600, almost 7. But yeah, I mean, it went to 6,000, which is insane. 10x from here. A lot of coins have dropped even more than that. Pancake Swap. See how this little dingy ass coin's doing. So yeah, $40 down to $3. So yeah, kind of the same thing. 10x. Some for the newer coins. Some of the older coins are down like 20x, 30x from the highs. Quantum is one of those. So $70 last bull run. We're down to $2. So yeah, like 35x. Just insane price jumps if they were to, and keep in mind, Quantum did go to like $30, I want to say, for a little bit, maybe a few minutes, and then it, you know, over the course of those days, months, it fell way down too. But yeah, I mean, it went up to massive amounts, like $30. So I mean, it's doable. I mean, it went half there, halfway, which is to say something. I mean, just on this coin, you know, mineable, POS 3.0. I don't really know a lot about this coin, but I know it's been around. Probably likely here to stay, I would say, at this point. At least it's for crypto purposes. I don't think it's going anywhere. Let's see. So yeah, guys, if you're just tuning in, just doing a little live open chat. I wish there was actually some chatting going on, but not surprised anybody's not here. Just doing a crypto live show. And fuck yeah, I mean, I'm stoked to be here, guys. So come on down, join the chat, add to the comment list. Got Bitcoin Cash QR code at the top right. You can send me a micropayment. And yeah, trying to bring a lot more people into the space here on a just a warm introduction on open discussion, guys. I mean, that's what crypto was in the beginning. It was just people online talking about how much they thought it was really cool that you could be in control of your own money. It's pretty crazy. And like I said, I can send any amount to any person anywhere in the world for a fraction of a penny. And a lot of these coins right here that I'm passing, you can't do that. You got to go through a whole lot of loops to do it. It's not at all fun to do. It's not at all easy to do, and you're stuck doing it just because you want to send somebody a payment. It just doesn't make any sense. So, I mean, if that's your thing, you want to do. Yeah, I mean, there's always River Page. Welcome to the chat. There's always been a correlation with the hash going up and the price. That's been kind of a ongoing way to track. I mean, if you go back and you look at all the all-time highs on BTC Core and Bitcoin Cash, any of them, when the hash power increased, that was exactly where the price was increasing is too. So Yeah, Litecoin, Doge, and BTC Core hit an all-time high for difficulty recently in like the last 2 weeks. So the difficulty has reached an all-time high on all three of those crypto projects. So if the hash is going up on Bitcoin Cash, that's really amazing. I mean, I wish we'd have a lot more of the Bitcoin hash power come over to mine Bitcoin Cash, which would probably really help the price quite a bit too. And it's already more profitable to mine on Bitcoin SV. I don't know how Bitcoin Cash, how profitable it is. I don't follow either one. I just follow a YouTuber that kind of follows that whole pricing. But it's probably more profitable to mine Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin SV. And I think once the transactions pick up, I think you'll see both of those coins go really, really high. Bitcoin Cash has been probably the biggest shorted coin. I mean, it's way undervalued. Plus, when you start adding stuff like Grayscale and just some of the stuff that's kind of crushed the price of Bitcoin Cash, it's all there. It's just gonna at some point do like a probably 4 to 5x, which would only put us like $400 or $500 USD, which isn't a lot. But in a time like now, I don't think it would really be that hard to do. I mean, I think when we were at, I don't have a calculator in front of me, but we were at 9 billion recently. We weren't even, I mean, you can do the math on the circulating supply of the coin, but I mean, it wouldn't be hard to do a 5-6x on Bitcoin Cash right now. I think Ethereum Classic's good to watch too right now, just because, I mean, I think some of the economics are there to bring it a lot higher. And, the economics of it, from a literal economic standpoint of, I think a lot of the old miners from ETH are going to mine Ethereum Classic. It's only a matter of time until people switch over, not to say switch over and dump their Ethereum or ETH positions, but come back over to Ethereum Classic. A lot of those people still have their old coins. They might sell. People might buy. There might be a price pump, and all that hardware is in place. So I think Ethereum Classic could go well over $1,000. So whoever thinks that's possible, I think it's definitely possible. I think Bitcoin Cash could go well over $20,000. And I mean, these are incredible. Ripple could go to like $30. So just in the end, you could also do the opposite and say we could get a reverse on price and this market could cut in half, or we could go down to a third of where it's at now in a lot of these coins. Which would only put Ethereum at like $400, which isn't a lot. It would put see what else? It would put Bitcoin Cash down to like $30, which would just be insane. So I don't think the prices are going to go lower on a lot of these coins unless FTX is just really massively going to destroy crypto and everybody who they're connected with and affiliated with is just going to bring it down, bring FTX and crypto down the wormhole of justice and reality of where these prices might really be. Once you take all the speculation out of it, where are these prices really at on some of these things like BTC Core, Ethereum? And a lot of times when there's a lot of panic in the main crypto market, what is there inevitably going to be? A problem with people trying to get their money to something that works. Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin SV. I hate to say it, people. If people are here from Bitcoin Cash, it's the truth though. Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin SV, Monero, some of these coins that are fast, Zcash. They might not want to go into Tether. Last time people went into Tether in 2017, their money got locked up on a lot of exchanges. They couldn't get their money out for months. I had a friend that couldn't get his money out for several months on Bittrex exchange. And it was just a little amount of Tether. He could not even get it out for months. So if that kind of thing happens again, I think we're in trouble again. You put your coin on an exchange. Does it ever really leave that exchange? Think of that. Like, have you been in a position where you've put a lot of coin on an exchange and then all of a sudden, well, your coin's gone, but you also never took the money off? So there's got to be that. It all kind of loops around and ties back into just where do the exchanges play a role in all this? And guys, I'm sorry if I got a kind of a weird voice. My lips it's so dry here right now. It's literally like a desert out here right now in Southern California, guys. It's so dry. The air is so dry right now, and it's like just my lips are so dry. So apologize if I feel like I'm talking by not moving my mouth. My lips are literally so dry. They're it's getting hard to keep this chat going, just because I don't want to talk. But we got to talk, guys. We gotta bring this stuff online where people can actually come to a chat and be like, okay, that made sense. These people aren't trying to screw me. All these coins are scams, literally, all of them. All of them, guys. And I'm not souring about crypto. There are a few, a very select few, that play a role in the innovating technology and payments, just general, and payments, merchant payments, whatever you want to say, retail, private payments, all these payments. So it's worth getting excited about. Some of these coins like Stellar Lumens, Dash, Bitcoin Cash. There's a lot of them, guys. Why invest in some of these? What's the point? There isn't a point to invest in a lot of these coins because, yeah, your money might go up long term, but it's just too risky. Some of these you have to keep your money on an exchange. They're not even supported by wallets. That to me is a scam. No, you don't even control your own money at that point. You don't know if it doesn't matter if the price of the token goes up and down. You might not even be able to get your money, and you're not even in control of it. So it doesn't matter what the price is. If you're not even in control of selling it or buying it, and all of a sudden I've had coins on exchanges just stop trading, just randomly. Just, you're sitting there trading it, making money for a second, and then all of a sudden the screen should go blank, because it'll literally stop and just the trading will halt. And then by the time it starts trading again, you're down whatever percent that they decide they wanna dump on you right when they initiate the trading again. Trading will go offline randomly. That even happens on Binance. It's happening on Bitcoin SV, on a lot of exchanges right now. Wallets, exchanges that they're just having withdraw and receive issues because there's a double spend attack potentially in place they're worried about. So definitely the wild west of crypto. Neo, have not seen those prices go up at all. So I don't know if this is going to be another flat year. We went up big time here, but it was short-lived, and I think we're in one of these scenarios, guys. We're probably down here, and we'll probably get a big run up, and at that point it could get crazy. These prices could go. Neo could go to potentially, I don't know, $400 or $500 USD dollars, because a lot of people don't realize all this money's still floating around. It's not getting pulled out at banks. There's not massive billions of dollars getting pulled out in banks. There's just not. There's nobody taking any money out of this crypto thing. All the money is still there, just being traded and manipulated and walked off with and changing hands. It's still all there mostly. So I'm betting on that. I'm betting on a lot of the money still being there. I mean, a lot of these people that were saying crypto was going to be nothing a few years ago, I mean, it's still here. I mean, it's still here. I mean, conservatively at some of these prices, we're still way up on some of these coins. I mean, yeah, you could say, oh, well, this is the only coin, then I'll just buy this one. But this could capsize too. Once you take all the speculation out of Bitcoin Core, you don't have no utility at all. It doesn't even work as a payment system. It's a failed experiment of could have been successful crypto, but it has the most value. So, this trend of stupidness could continue, at least on this coin, and it might be the only one that ever has value. I don't know. Binance Coin seems to be doing the best there with gaining value, even against Bitcoin Core and Ethereum. Solana, this was a big dump for most people. I mean, they lost big time here. I mean, this is like major fail on price. I mean, this price collapsed basically. Just a year ago, we were at over $200. I mean, we'll be doing a 20x recovery on that once it goes down to 10 and back up. I mean, we're still screwed at that point. If you invested in this, I mean, I think this it might be at a bottom though. I mean, who knows? Most of the gain was here. Anyways, yeah, most of the gain was all right here. So I don't know where all this money came from. I'm not sure. I didn't really hear about Solana until it was like way up here. I never owned any. I never owned any. But I know most people were talking about it kind of right here. And I indicated that on my last, actually a little bit even here, like right here. I indicated that on my last video because I just never heard about this coin. I mean, it's been around since April 2020. So, I mean, I was like right when COVID happened, really kind of got going, at least here in America. I mean, I know it happened months earlier, but the real chaotic point was kind of right there. So, yeah, you're looking at like almost like an 88 gain, an 88x gain. And I don't mean 88%, guys. I mean an 88x gain. I mean, we went up to like over $88 there, or $44 on there. So we're trading at under $1. I mean, we're looking at maybe 75x, which is just insane. And then it went up even more, like it went up to 250, which is like, that's what most people, I would say, got on, was right here. So they only caught a little bit of the gain, really, but the massive gain was all right here during COVID. That little COVID thing going on, all the way up to $44 from 68 cents. I don't even know what it was when it launched. Anyways, another coin did this. Mr. Richard Heart's coin. So yeah, another coin here. I remember when this coin was trading down here, and it was super volatile too. It was like, I couldn't believe it. But yeah, I did a 7x right here in the beginning. 7x just in a few months. But nobody would have known it would have done this. Trading all on Uniswap, HitBTC, all the scammy exchanges. So yeah, I mean, this coin, what an exit. I mean, seriously. 48 cents.
Seriously, every single one. The YouTube Music Premium.
Dude, that's insane. It's like 120,000% gain. Just insane. I mean, the amount of gains on some of these coins is just literally, I don't know how much money was really there at one point when it was moving around. But it seemed to have happened. It seemed to, it least go there for some time. And then, like I said, Litecoin. Some of these coins are just insane. So yeah, guys, if you're tuning in on the rerun, just doing a little online live chat. Nothing too exciting, but feel free to come down and talk about crypto or leave a comment. So yeah, I mean, even at 500, my gosh, that would be. I mean, at 500 right now, that would be astronomical in terms of excitement for the crypto community, and that's really only where we were at for most of the time. I would say a lot of my purchases for Bitcoin Cash were in this price point of right here. So, 200, 300. So yeah, I mean, it's even a better deal now. I bought some recently, like I told you guys. Recently, these prices for the last 3 months or more have been in this, really low, collapsing market. But really, we go back 6 months. We hit back here, these levels back in June. So I mean, it's been like 6 months almost coming up here, and we're still at the same freaking point where we've been at. It's really just a crazy thing. So yeah, 109 back in June, and to be fair, we actually lost we lost a lot of money here, guys, on just this coin. But that's not being negative. I mean, the whole crypto market lost a sizable amount too. I mean, this is just relevant to where we were at like in May 2021. All the coins are down like that. So yeah, our miners betting on BCH, Riverpage said. Hopefully that answered a majority of the question. Yes, I think they are betting on an exit from most of every crypto, because a lot of these are just going to crater. If they haven't cratered already, I mean, expect some of these just to drop. I could see Solana going down on under $1. I mean, seriously, some of these people need to. And I told a lot of people. I'm not saying I told you so, but I did. I told a lot of these people when they were hyping this coin around, when they were talking about it and trying to sell me on Solana being the best crypto. I was like, wait a minute, guys. I'm just letting you know, if the market drops, which it probably will at some point. I didn't expect it to drop like this. I thought the market was done dropping, I would say, when Bitcoin Cash was at like 200, 300. That's when I kind of thought it was. I mean, I was like almost 75% sure that was where the that was where the market was at the bottom. And then we took that 50% plunge. That's what I'm saying. So I have to be ready for another 50% plunge on even Bitcoin Cash down to $50. But I don't like to think that's going to happen. But you never know. I mean, it's crypto. It could easily happen. It's not taking it out of the equation, but Solana, like down to $14, this could go way lower. And I would say the people that bought it at 180, 10x from where it's at basically now, they probably started thinking they were ditching their positions like here, and then that last dump that killed them right there. That was it. That wiped out everybody. I would say that wiped out unless Solana goes. Yeah, Solana could go down to like freaking lower. Like, it's already so low though. Like but really only from May of 2021. So it's not really that. Yeah, it could go definitely lower. This could go down to like $2. And so Bitcoin Cash could go down to like $50. We could lose a lot more value, but I don't like to think that, honestly. I think that, you know, anything could happen with crypto in all reality. Anything can happen. There's no, doesn't have to go up. It doesn't. The payment system on Bitcoin Cash works fine at $50 per Bitcoin Cash, or $102 or $102,000. But I think this month, these cryptos, if a lot of them become in trouble, they're going to need somewhere to park their money fast that works. Fast that works. Somewhere they can move their money fast that works. You know, a lot of this stuff can be traded to Bitcoin Cash, and once you get it there, you can, you know, move it around fast to different wallets, all that kind of thing. But yeah, some of these that are just ERC20 tokens, like big risk there with Ethereum being proof of stake now at this point. And you know, this FTX thing and all these crypto exchanges is basically just going poof, and they're just being completely gone with everybody's money. That's a recipe for disaster, I think. I think that's basically one of the worst situations for crypto to be in right now. And you know, that doesn't make me happy. That doesn't make me happy knowing that, you know, I got pretty much everything in crypto. But what are you gonna do? You know, you gotta hold in there and you know, see if this ship turns around, and it likely will. I mean, I don't like to think prices could go lower, but you know, we've been in here for 6 months on a lot of these prices, just getting 20-30% swings. Some of these altcoins, Dogecoin's gone up, Ethereum Classic's gone up in the last 6 months, but you know, we haven't seen a lot of upward action on most stuff, which you know, this could be the last time to buy at these levels. You know, it could be the last calm before the storm. I mean, we remember how fast it happened in 2017. I mean, it went, you know, there's a whole nother bull run in 2016 too. I mean, if you go back. So one bull run, two bull runs happened that quick. And really, if you go back and you look at altcoins, which I'll pull it up on Dash, this is where pretty much every altcoin went up way higher. I mean, this is a massive altcoin spike up to 0.1 Bitcoin. That would be about $1,600 for one Dash. You know, conservatively, you know, it goes up from there. $3,200 if Bitcoin went to 32, and you know, it goes all the way up, guys. It goes all the way up to 6,400 per Bitcoin Cash, 6,700 per BTC Core on Dash. You know, at these prices, you know that, and I want you to keep in mind that is only at the top. That's at March 19th, 2017, when Dash was at 0.1 Bitcoin. So when Dash was at $6,700. What about the jump? What about here, where it 10x'd? So what are we looking at then? We're looking at $60,000 Dash. We're looking at 60,000, like literally, do the math. It's a 10x, so $67,000 for one Dash from 6,700. You know, that's way up from where it's at now. That's, I mean, when I've seen Dash at 1,500. It hung out at 1,500 for a good bit of time. You know, 1,100, 1,000. I remember at 1,100, 900 more than it was when it went down, which is just insane. I mean, to think of. Like, those were the prices that I remember for quite a while. But really, you know, it went up right here with Core, but it had already gone up so much back here. We go back here and let's give you an accurate little overview here. So let me just see exactly the same date, because I don't want to mislead anybody on here watching the chat. So we're looking here at March 2017. So switch it back to dollars. So this is just fascinating stuff. I really find this stuff just so fascinating. So February right here, really. yeah, we hung out there all the way till we started going down. So really just a massive pump here back on court. We hung out up there for a while on court, for quite a while, months, into February of 2018. We started finally going down against core on Dash, which I just think is insane. Just crazy that it hung out up there that long. At least equivalently to Bitcoin Cash. At 0.1 to 0.6 even. I mean, I know it went down to 0.4. These are almost 3x gains on core, but it really just shows how strong crypto and altcoins really are. And this is just one coin. We don't even see how Bitcoin Cash or BSV or some of these newer coins even handle on core. So I think that'll be curious to see how that plays out, because we saw this massive run up on altcoins here that lasted for months, like a whole year almost. So that could be an indication of where crypto is moving towards. If altcoins can perform like they did on the 3-year run right here, and the year after. I mean, we're talking about significant time periods where Bitcoin Core was up, and there were big altcoin positions against Core for massive amounts of time. And this wasn't just somebody holding to dump one time, 2 times. There was a lot of innovation, a lot of stuff happening on these chains, on Bitcoin Cash, Dash. Dash went through a halving earlier this year. So, we don't even know how these coins are going to perform based on this stuff. I watched this one dude's video today, talking BCH. Brian Kanaki, welcome. Glad you're here. So I'm glad you reached the chat, man. Glad you're here. I put this thing Crypto Live Show. I'm trying to get some more, just people to come down and talk about crypto. Pretty much the point of this. He was talking a lot about something called ℚ, which he says is going to work with BCH. I've never heard of ℚ. No. I haven't heard of that. A lot of that farming and stuff went down with that platform that went down. What was the platform that went down with Bitcoin Cash? I don't even remember. There's so many that have gone down. I don't even remember it, but might have been a token on there, like one of the staking tokens that went down with all the. Oh man, I'm having a real bad blank here. The exchange Roger Ver, they said owed him the liquidity money. It was all over the news, but the news changes so fast you don't even hear about it anymore, really. But yeah, I think Bitcoin Cash. We don't know how it's going to perform against Core, because all the crypto altcoins that received a massive pump right here from like 2014, like Litecoin and Dash and all the ones that have been around, Zcash, that existed right here, Neo with ant shares, all those coins, they all went up against Bitcoin Core. And you know what? I don't even know if. Hope you guys can see this. So I'm going to adjust this, see if I can be a little bit smaller here. Looks like as small as I goes. Yeah, it's as small as it goes. But yeah, I'm against Bitcoin Core. I don't know if anybody can see that. So yeah, these prices are against Bitcoin Core. But yeah, if these monumental shifts happen in the altcoin market again, I mean, like I said, we don't even see how Bitcoin Cash performed back here. So we don't even know. We don't even know like how this coin would have even been had it existed back here against Bitcoin Core. I want to emphasize that because these are still massive pumps against Core right here. Look at this. This is like losing all of its value. Was this like 1 whale, 2 whale, 3 whales dumping, 4 whales? I mean, the whale list only goes back pre-2017. So anything that came after the fork of BSV or the inception of Bitcoin Cash, which is BTC Core continued, nobody really knows. Like nobody knows, you know, who these dumps were, who these buy orders were. This is when it was kind of getting listed and finally people were getting access to their coin. So we don't know how it would have performed back here had we seen Bitcoin Cash. He was some guy that looked like he works on a farm. Makes sense. Yeah, I mean, maybe he's a massive bag holder. Usually on this chat, I'll go and see like how many people are holding a certain amount of Bitcoin Cash on the Block Explorer. Just seeing the biggest Bitcoin Cash addresses. There's not a lot. There's not a lot of people in the world with big bags of Bitcoin Cash. There's really not. You look it up yourself. It's all just online. I'm not going to do it. There's no point. I'm telling you, there's not as many bag holders as you think. There's under 500,000, I would say, massive bag holders of Bitcoin Cash, which 500,000 people is not a lot in the grand scheme of how big crypto has became. And I just see a lot of potential for this coin because I mean, the community is actually from a technical standpoint and somebody that's part of the community of Bitcoin Cash, like myself, it's not a big community in that community sense, but on like the payment side of stuff, it's huge. Like it's probably accepted more merchants than every crypto combined. And the user-friendly nature of it just adds on top of that. So it doesn't have to have the big community yet, which it, like I said, doesn't have yet on the online community side of it, comparatively to the amount of use case, like people using it, is much larger. But there's not as many people like talking about it or holding open discussion about it, and that's a lot of the reason I put this channel, Crypto Live Show, because I wanted people to be able to come in here and just vent, just talk, you know, have an open discussion, not too crazy about crypto in general, leading back to being a payment system. I mean, that's the whole idea here. I heard that ℚ𝕚 is the biggest. It wouldn't surprise me if ℚ𝕚 was the biggest crypto Bitcoin Cash bag holder. I mean, he would have to be Satoshi at that point. That would be the only way it'd be possible, because Satoshi still has the biggest bag. I mean, as far as I know. So yeah, Satoshi still is the only one with that much Bitcoin Cash. I assume he has basically 6% of the total circulation. And correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I don't think there's anybody bigger. Pretty obvious right here. But he's got 1.1 million. Yeah, so this is his. So I would say ℚ𝕚 is definitely like right here. I would say, like, I don't know how deep that first set of bag holders back to Genesis block that have not moved since that block are, but I would assume he's in right here. I would assume he's actually right here, ℚ𝕚, and you got to keep in mind, guys, he has a lot of power in the mining industry. So, if he has that, that's a lot right there. Because his company, Bitmain, is the #1 producer of mining rigs, the computers that mine this shit. And that's what it is. It makes sense. So he's got a lot of power in crypto. And I'd like to see a lot more hash power to come over to Bitcoin Cash. I think River Page, you mentioned that earlier, and it's really true. If we had that hash power come over and people started gaining momentum, I think it could be much larger than basically Bitcoin Core, and I think that's saying a lot. If we could get just a little bit of help here, it could explode. I mean, we could easily go back up to 0.05 Bitcoin Core. I mean, that was crazy right here, because the fork we were at 0.09. We lost almost half our value against Core in that fork for BSV. So there you go, right there, BSV, half the value gone, and we're still here. I mean, I'm still here. So yeah, on that note, since nobody's really coming in this thing, probably gonna shut it down here. But appreciate you guys if you came. It looks like I might have just got another subscriber. So yeah, maybe I'll start labeling this crypto live show, and love to have anybody come down to speak their mind about crypto, just in general, just discussing crypto. I mean, that's really the goal here. I mean, if we can just discuss crypto and make crypto kind of this open discussion thing where people can actually gather information instead of being just censored by whatever media outlet they're following, or being shown on their phone, or being shown on their television or news outlet. Just kill all that. Just come here. It's open discussion. Not too fixated on the price. The prices are way down. So it's the best time ever is to buy cryptos right now, while everybody's just sitting around not buying it. They should be buying this in massive quantities, but nobody is, probably, and the people that aren't talking about it. So on that note, I'm gonna call it a show, and yeah,